Trail talk time. Out on another beauty of a trail. Just breathing in that fresh chi. Sending everyone limitless love. Today I wanted to talk about risk versus reward. You know, they say the greater the risk, then the greater the reward. So if you don't take any risk, then you're not going to get any reward. You know, it's easy to get locked into a comfort zone, doing the same things day in and day out. And our comfort zones can really become, you know, our secret prisons. And we have to have the courage to step outside of our comfort zone and do something new. Because that's what life is all about. You know, continuing to grow and progress and evolve. And it certainly takes courage, right? But that's the whole point, you know, we have to test ourselves or else we won't know our strength. And we can take calculated risks, right? We don't have to put all of our money into a certain stock or something just to take that risk. But, you know, we can take calculated risks and, you know, start to venture outside of our bubbles and try new things in our life. And it always feels amazing, you know, even if we're a bit shaky at first, a little bit awkward with it. You know, anybody that's really proficient at something, they started as a beginner, right? So we can't compare, you know, to somebody that's already been putting in all of the work. We have to realize they started at ground zero. And they were probably super awkward at first as well. Like a baby trying to walk and stumble and fall and get back up and try again. But as you continue to persevere with it and just continue doing it consistently, then that awkwardness will start to go away and it'll become a lot more smooth. And you know, it feels so good when you just move through those fears and do what you want to do anyways. You know, we can't live this life with regrets. They do studies about people who are, you know, nearing the end of their lives. And they always talk about, you know, they regret the things that they didn't do, not the things that they did. Mostly, right? And we don't want to have those regrets at the end of our lives saying, oh, I wish I had done this, or I wish I had done it sooner. You know, do the things that you love today and don't wait for tomorrow. Because when we wait for tomorrow, then tomorrow comes and we're in the exact same position again. You know, we're at the same level that we were and we haven't gained anything, and then we'll just keep the same mind state and say, hey, I'll wait for tomorrow again. And then we never end up getting around to doing it. It just gets left aside and forgotten about. You know, it starts with the belief in ourselves that we can really do the things that we love and realize it's going to be okay, and, you know, believe that you have what it takes. And when you really start to feel that belief, then your mindset will start to gear itself up towards doing these things, and you'll start to get new ideas and inspiration revolving around that. And I really think it's important, as soon as those sparks of inspiration come, we have to fan those flames and put it into some type of plan of action right away, as soon as possible, because that initial spark is the energy that you need to carry yourself through and bring it into fruition. Because again, if we wait too long, then we lose that excitement for it. We lose that energy that came with that initial spark, and it'll never be the same. We have to capitalize on that right away. The Buddha said, the problem is that you think you have time. Nobody's promised tomorrow, so why not make today the day to start whatever it is you want to be starting. You want to be starting. I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I didn't wait to get some fancy camera or something like that. I just started. I didn't really even know exactly what I wanted to do with it or what I wanted to talk about or say, but one day I just pulled out my phone and just started to talk. And it went, it went all right. It went better than I thought. And just getting, the feedback from people, saying my video has helped them or inspired them or brought them a smile or anything, that's so much reward that comes back. That's more than rewarding enough. I've said it in some of my videos, if I can, just touch or inspire one person with my video, then it's all worth it. It feels so amazing. And the same goes with my music, right? If I used to be shy. I used to be, afraid to tell people that I rapped and stuff like that, and definitely wouldn't want to perform my songs in front of them. And eventually I just had to let all that go and move through that fear and just allow myself to, have the courage to do what I want. Putting yourself out there, it takes courage. You're opening up the doors for judgment and stuff like that. And I think that's a big fear that all of us have, is that we're going to be rejected, or that we're not going to have what it takes. But I had to have the belief in myself and put my music out there online, and especially when I started to do more live performances, right? Really putting yourself on the stage, and that's a risk. You have to be, vulnerable and be okay with that. There's a great strength in vulnerability, right? A great strength. Hello. And it felt amazing, right from the first time. It definitely was a little bit awkward. I definitely felt the fear and the shyness and, the anxiety. But after my first performance, it was like a giant leap in my confidence. And after that first time, I've just continued to progress and become more confident in myself and my skills and everything. And especially now with all the freestyles that I've been doing, just putting them out there. Even if I make a so-called mistake in a freestyle or something, stumble a bit on the words, maybe it doesn't sound smooth the whole way through, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm showing the process. I'm showing the whole thing in its raw form. And I'm hoping that, you know, people can see that and say, wow, we don't need to be perfect all the time. We can allow ourselves to stumble and make mistakes because we really can't fail in this life, right? We really can't fail. Either we'll, you know, things will work out the way that we thought they would, or when they don't, then we just learn from it. And that's still a blessing, you know, to get the lesson. And so no matter what, we can't fail. So don't be afraid to fail along the way, to stumble a little bit and be a bit awkward. Because we're all just, you know, children here. We don't have everything figured out all the time. It'll never be that way. And there's nothing better, you know, than moving through those fears. It's okay to feel afraid sometimes. We all have fears in our life. You know, that fear, when I was starting to perform, it's just showing that it's something important, right? I think every single person that does something like that feels a bit of that fear. You know, those jitters, those butterflies before they go on the stage, but it's just showing you that it means something to you. It's important. But you can't let those fears stop you from doing it, right? Feel the fear and do it anyways. Do what you love. Let love guide you through those fears. And it feels incredible. You know, you get that energy. And every time you do that, you just keep on leveling up and getting more confident in yourself and trusting in yourself. And that's that true empowerment, right? You know, that power within to realize you can do anything in this life. So yeah, that's all I want to share for today. Hope everyone has an amazing day. And I just want to, you know, instill that belief in you that you can do anything you want in this life. You know, sometimes it takes a bit of work. Sometimes it takes the courage to step outside of our comfort zone and start to change our mindset about things. And once we can change our mind, then we can change our life. But we have to put it into action. We can't just let it sit, you know, in the back of our minds and wait for something to happen. If we want our life to change, then we have to be the ones to change it. So I believe in you. And that's all you need to do is believe in yourself. So that's it for today. Have an amazing day. Peace and limitless love.